toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Arizona State Sun Devils, Mountain America Stadium in Tempe. As we'll see, the number 10 team in the country, the Utah Utes, taking on another Big 12 foe, the Arizona State Sun Devils. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Sun Devils will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. So the Utah Utes offense takes the field. And what a performance. An aerial show from this guy in the last game. And he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, Dave.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out. Just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
The give to the back. Find some fresh air. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
That is a statement play right away. You're playing on the road. The stadium's loud and noisy. You want to quiet him down, run the football down the deep.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. And a super return as he takes it all the way down to the 24-yard line. Great place to start for this offense. They'll leave it with him, fighting off the defender. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Fires to the right. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. Fires to the middle. Finds a man on the right. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. Dead center perfect. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for the squad.
The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. To the air, it's Applewhite. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage. After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. On the ground, it's London. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. Grabbed over the middle. It's London. Still on his feet at the 45. He's loose. He's at the 10. And he the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Utah!
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now for this defense moving forward.
The hand to the running back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Here's the pressure. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Snagged in the middle, it's Brown. Tackle is made at the 25-yard line, and that'll bring up a 4th down. The Sun Devils will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wilson will throw. Trying to set up the screen. There he goes. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Now he's going to break the pocket. Hires on the move. He's got an open man. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Utes!
I like this offense. I like watching it, man. They find a way to make plays and spread the football around. But I'll tell you what, I think this QB has an eye for this guy because that's 3 TDs now in 4 games. He wants to find him to make plays, really starting to trust that receiver out wide.
Utah 14, Arizona State 3.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Send the tight end in motion. Hands it off. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. Now the play fake. Caught in the backfield. It's Brown. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Look, as an offense, you're always going to take completions over incompletions and interceptions. So the offense, they're able to make that 3rd down a little bit more manageable, but honestly, not by much.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
And this is why you don't want to get in these situations. 3rd and long, defense knows it's pass. They're playing pass, playing deep. QB has nowhere to go with the football, so he just throws it away.
They finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Looking for a man. It's Applewhite. He's going to throw deep right side. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He'll try to take it back. He's at the 20. And it's going to be a pick six. Touchdown, Arizona State.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Interesting to see the ripple effects after this one in the SEC today, fellas. Vanderbilt is going to walk off the field there in Nashville with a much-needed victory. They had this one circled on the calendars for some time, and regardless the score, that W has to feel good. Always interesting to see good SEC teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Second down, they'll go to the air. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Got it in stride inside the 20. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14. They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. Caught in the backfield, it's London. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Grinding and churning close to the goal line, but he'll be stopped inches short. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Touchdown, Utah! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead.
Ncaa, 21. Arizona State, 10.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Handoff to the single back. He breaks a tackle. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Utah has the lead here. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. They go to the ground. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Use the play fake, now to throw. Caught near the sticks, it's Johnson. A big play, gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44. And the Sun Devils have it with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside give. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Looking to fire. Caught close to the marker, it's Johnson. Brought down just outside the red zone, he moves the chains, it's at the 22. 1st down here for the offense. Just missed on the connection, incomplete. It's been a rough start for these guys, and you look down the schedule in the Big 12, there aren't many soft landing spots.
Well, no doubt about it. This team has had some bad breaks early this year in Big 12 play, but they've got to make good things happen, David. They've got to do a better job of executing offensively, defensively, and on special teams, and it's got to start today.
Yeah, finding a way to make those critical plays. Because what do you know in the Big 12? There's always going to be a lot of scoring, right? And they've come up short, but I think as you find yourself throughout the season, you got to realize, I got to build those confidence. I got to make those plays. And once you do it once, and maybe it happens today, you start to build that confidence.
Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. Quarterback on the keeper. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. After this long of a drive, you have to cap it off with a touchdown, and here comes 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Intercepted. Big play, stops the drive. Past the 50. Inside the 30. 10. Touchdown, Utes. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. Trailing now by 17, David, this is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field, put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. The Sun Devils with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They'll run play action. Bought a little time, lets it go. Finds his big tight end. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. And the Sun Devils are rolling down the field. Gonna run it. It's Galloway. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold defense.
This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. From the gun, running back on the move. On the move at the 30. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. The Sun Devils, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. To the ground, he's got it again. This time there is no running room to be found, and this defense wasn't going to get hit with a big run twice in a row. And the Sun Devils now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Here's a heat. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. And he'll try to make it 2 for 2, this time from 35 yards away. right down the boulevard. That'll close the gap to 14. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. He'll throw it. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
After the strong run on second down, third down coming. Do they do it again? Back to throw, it's Applewhite. And here's the third interception of the night. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. This offense has it with really good field position. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab. Touchdown, Sun Devils! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Got a man, it's Dennis. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
He's going to run it. And it'll be a short game, and no need to take a big hit there on the scramble.
And one of the things I love about this defense is their speed. And they knew coming into the game that they were going to see quarterback run. But that time they had him all bottled up, and they were able to use their speed to make him go east and west and run him out of bounds. Not a great game.
You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks in a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. He was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
He's down right at the 17, and the clock will stop to move the chains on the first down. This guy is just wearing them out. Another first down, already has a couple of touchdowns in the first half, David.
He has been a problem for this defense, and if I'm this offense, I'm going to continue to feature him. He's winning his matchups. I'm going to find him. It's just the first half, and he's already had himself a full game's worth of stats.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Goes to the option. The pitch. Knocked out of bounds and sticking with that running game as they get deeper in the red zone.
And you kind of thought in that situation QB might keep it, but makes the right read. Gets it to the pitch man, and what does he do? Gets downhill. Get downhill and get that first down. New set of downs. Nice execution on the option by this offense.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defense coordinators will tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
Wilson to pass. Looking to get it in. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. They'll immediately call timeout. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And look at the quarterback, look at the players on offense. They're overlooking at the sidelines, begging to stay on the field and try and score this touchdown. They've been on the field for so many plays, for so long. When you've done all that work, you want to capitalize and you want to score a touchdown. You don't want to be kicking a field goal at this point.
They'll run the option. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. Oh, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Content to run out the clock, the quarterback takes a knee. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, who's got a better seat there today in Tempe than you do? And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem, and I don't think this defense has the solution.
To the air on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Johnson. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. Got it in the middle. It's Galloway. And he'll have to check his feelings after that lick, but he did get the 1st down. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. The give on the counter. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Here comes the heat. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Right on the money. They stop him right at the 40-yard line. It's 4th down. Will they bring out the punt team? The Sun Devils send out the punt unit. Now on the return. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. They put together a pretty good drive the last time they had it, but that 4th down stop kept them. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Leaves it with the back. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It'll be 3rd and long. Quarterback may change this route. Back to pass, it's Applewhite. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down. The Utes will punt this one away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Sends his first one of the day on the way, and we didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. And the Sun Devils have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Grabbed behind the line. It's Galloway. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Now facing a 3rd and long. He lost one down the sideline. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. The Sun Devils line up to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. And the Utes can really attack on this 2nd and short. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
These wide receivers are so athletic out wide now. You're so worried about getting beat deep. And these slant routes, it can be a good changeup. I mean, just a couple steps, stick your foot in the ground, come inside. It might not be huge gains all the time, but, man, it keeps that DB off balance.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the 2nd half. We've got the lead, 3rd quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Utah! Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the 2nd half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Turner. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. All wideouts, no backs. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Leaves it with the running back. Turning it on. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Arizona State.
Man, it's easy to call plays when I got guys like this who can take the ball and rip it 70-plus to the house. How about the speed? He showed you a little bit of wiggle. This dude's got it all. Nice touchdown run by the running back.
He'll bring it out. It's McClain. He gets it across the 25 to the 27 after bringing it out of the end zone. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Direct snap. Got room to work. Got the first down and still on his feet. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Running game got it done on the last play, and now it's first down. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll give it to him again. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
So now it's second and long. Pulls it in. It's McClain. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, nice job on the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch. And he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job on the D.
Wilson will throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. The Utes will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. He'll do it himself. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. Now on second down. To the ground with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
It's always so hard for offensive coordinators to adjust their game plan. When you lose your starting quarterback, now you got your backup in. A lot of times there's so much cautiousness, and you just don't want to run them that much, or you don't feel comfortable with the whole playbook. And you can see it there, and you can see the cautiousness, the hesitation led to a sack.
This drive with a pass. Forced out of the pocket. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Looking to fire. It's complete to the left. And he's got enough for a first down. Now to see if they have enough time to snap it again here in the third. We've reached a break. It's Utah holding the lead. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. They go back to work in the final period of this one. He'll pull it on the read. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, second and 7.
And it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Third and long from the 30-yard line in this defense, hoping to knock them out of field goal range. Grab near the marker. It's Andrews.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line?
Yeah, and that's a great job by this offense. And I'll tell you what, fourth quarter, you have the lead. That's exactly what you want to do. Lean on these guys, run the football, eat that clock.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. And the Utes will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, damn it. It puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Splits the up. cuts right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Good start to this drive, and they'll need much, much more if they're going to give them a finish.
They need a ton more of this, but you got to start the drives great. The first play needs to be really good. That was a good start. Now we got to keep building on it, and we got to do it in a hurry.
A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. And the Sun Devils want to pick up the tempo. This upset bid has been brewing since the start of the game, seemingly, and they are in a world of hurt at this moment, guys.
Yeah, keep the pedal to the floor, right? Don't let up. You've done a great job. You're the perceived underdog. You've taken control of this football game. Jesse, you got the formula right now. You got them right where you want them.
Yeah, they've thrown caution to the wind in this game, right, David? I mean, they came in knowing they'd have to take some chances, and they'd have to be open and free, and it's worked to their advantage. Now's not the time to get tight if you're the underdog winning this game late.
Second down, he'll throw it. With the catch, it's Ross. He's out of bounds at the 38-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Out of the backfield, he's open.
And that's exactly what this defense needs to do. The clock is your friend. Try to keep them in bounds. No big plays, and let that clock just tick.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves them with a 3rd and 6. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to throw again. And he's going to be just short of the first down. It's going to bring up a decision for this coach. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Pocket breaking down. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw, it's Applewhite. He lobs one high down the left side. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'd hoped to come up with explosive plays, and they used one there to set him up inside the 30, 1st and 10. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. No reason to do anything here except keep it on the ground on 2nd and 5. Power football with the run. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Utes come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Snap it to the back. And some room to work. A timely pickup to get the first down there, and it took a little something out of the crowd, too. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to